Drank a little too much, but I don't wanna feel how I felt before. Running back to you, I'm running back to you, and I don't wanna feel how I felt before. Running back to you, I'm running back to you. A little too much.
Okay, so hey y'all, I'm back with a part 2 of this Netflix little series. My first video did really good that I made. I don't know how, I don't know who found me, but thank y'all for finding me. So I want to put y'all on to a couple of more. I got 2 more series and I got about 8 more movies for you. So let's just get started. The first up is something new I've been watching. You know how they have like the trending things on Netflix? So I found this on the trending. So it's called All American. I'm sure you guys heard of it. It's a series about this boy from Crenshaw. He gets drafted basically to go to a school in Beverly Hills to play football over there because he was really good on the Crenshaw team. So the coach from there wanted him to come over to the Beverly Hills team so the team could start winning. So through all of that, all this different stuff started happening. He had to integrate 2 worlds into one, bring his Crenshaw hood to the Beverly Hills. You know how Beverly Hills is, you know, all posh and bougie and stuff like that. So he had to learn to be around them. I love the way the actor, Spencer, plays his part. Like, he's so good in his part. It's so believable. I know I've seen him somewhere before, I just don't remember. And I love the way that Coop plays her part too. She reminds me of somebody that I met in real life. I just cannot remember who it is, but she's so real with her acting as well as him. I love them too in the whole series. Definitely check out All American. It's on Netflix. I'm up to season 1, episode 11. I've been watching it over the past 3 days. So yeah, don't tell me what happens because I know y'all probably watched it already. It's 2 seasons, so I'm definitely gonna try to finish that this week. What else do I have to do in quarantine? So next up is EXMACHINA or EXMACHINA. I don't know how you really say it, but I call it EXMACHINA. So this is a movie I saw a long time ago, probably about 4 or 5 years ago. I did not watch it in the movie theater. I watched it on my iPad, but I still watched it. So this movie is like a sci-fi movie. It's about robots. It's about this one robot that's kind of like human-like that they made, and she meets this guy house or whatever that she's in, and I guess she like, I don't know if robots could fall in love, but she kind of like starts to fall in love with him and stuff like that. So definitely have to watch. It's like a twist towards the end. So I definitely recommend that. That's EXMACHINA. That's number 2. That movie is more like a sci-fi thriller type movie. So next up is a 2-part movie. So it's the first one and the second one's a sequel. So the first one is a horror. So it's called 13 Cameras. I'm reading off a paper. So it's called 13 Cameras. My mom actually was watching this, so I was like, oh, what you watching? So I started watching it. This is like a movie about a landlord. We all have landlords who live in a rental apartment or whatever. And I always, like, when I move places, I'm like, I hope they don't got no cameras in this apartment, like in the bathroom and stuff. So I always think about that. And this movie's about a landlord putting cameras all over the apartments and watching these people in the shower, in the bathroom, in the bedroom, and everything. He's nuts. Like, he looks disgusting too. So yeah, there's some crazy stuff to them people in there. You definitely have to check it out. I don't want to give the movie away. I was looking through Netflix and I found a movie called 14 Cameras. So I said, this is the sequel, because the way the 13 Cameras ended, I always wanted to know what happened at the end of that, because it's like a cliffhanger basically. So 13 Cameras came out. This one, he has an actual, no, the first one he had a house. It was a house with cameras and things like that. This one he has another house, but it's super huge, like one of them Hollywood Hills type houses, and he has 14 cameras in this one. And this one he actually streams it on like the dark web and stuff like that. So he got crazy people like offering him a lot of money for like the girls in there and everything like that. So it's definitely crazy. And some of the people that was from the first movie is in the second movie. So yeah, definitely check out 13 Cameras and 14 Cameras. So next up is number 5. It's called He's Out There. This is one of those cabin in the wood movies. You know not to go outside when you hear a noise. Don't be saying hello, who's out there, if you know you're the only person out there. I hate people do that in a movie, be saying hello, and they know that nobody's supposed to say hello back. So I would never do that. But yeah, it's a cabin in the woods. It's about a lady, a man, and their 2 kids. They go out for like a little weekend rendezvous or whatever. She gets there first. She's waiting for him to come, and a whole bunch of stuff starts to happen weird in the house. This is kind of like a horror, like a really gory horror movie. So if you don't like gore and blood and stuff like that, this won't be for you. But this was a really good movie. Very suspenseful, very like thriller, like scary. It has like a little bit of a jump scare into it as well. Coming up next is another movie. It is called Lady Blood Fight. So my mom's actually watching this one. It's like a martial arts type of movie, but the fighting in this is really real. Like the girl that plays the actual role, she is like an American girl. She goes to Hong Kong to like avenge her father's death or whatever, and she has to fight in this tournament. So yeah, she's really good at fighting. I don't know if they really trained her or she had a stunt double, but she could fight. So yeah, that was a really good movie actually. So I was shocked. I don't usually watch those kind of movies, but she was watching it, so I was like, hey, what you doing? And I decided to watch it with her, and it was really good. So definitely recommend Lady Blood Fight. That's number 6. That's it, right? Lady Blood Fight. Yeah. So coming up next is another fighting movie. This is the boxing movie. I love boxing. I always want to learn how to box. So this is why I watched this movie. This is number 7. It's called First Match. It's about a girl. I think she actually lives in like Brooklyn or something, or Flatbush. I think they filmed it in Flatbush, Brooklyn. So I think she had like problems with her father growing up. I saw this a long time ago, so don't quote me. And she lost touch with him, and she learned how to box. And I think she re-met up with him, and they trying to like live together and start things over. And he's a boxer, ex-boxer too. So he's pushing her to do these illegal fights and all this type of stuff. So it's a very good, like, relatable movie about her not being with her father and then trying to get a relationship with him towards the end. Definitely recommend this movie if you guys want to see something like that that's more relatable and more down to earth, and more realistic. Next up is The Kissing Booth. I put this on here because I did watch this movie. It's very popular on these Netflix recommendations. I watched this a while back. It's a pretty good movie. It's okay. It's not like all of that, but it's like a high school movie, basically. So if you like those high school movies where people fall in love, blah, 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 things like that, you would like this movie. But they have another one, The Kissing Booth Part 2. I have not actually watched that movie yet, but I do recommend this first one. It's not gonna be for everybody, but people who like love stories and things like that in high school movies, this is coming up next. Is number 9. It's A Cinderella Story. This one is with Hilary Duff. She's like one of my favorite actresses from like Lizzie McGuire, if you ever seen that on Disney Channel. So yeah, so basically the movie starts out with there's like an earthquake, and unfortunately she loses her dad. Her dad was married to this lady. She's like evil and stuff like that. She treats the Hilary Duff really badly, and then when the dad unfortunately loses his life in the earthquake, she has to move in with her and the 2 stepsisters. You know the story of Cinderella. So it's pretty much like that, treating her horribly, making her do all the chores while they just sit there and live their best life. You'll see at the end of the movie they work in a diner. She works in a diner for all her life. The mother runs the diner, so you know it's like a horrible working atmosphere because the mother is very demanding, or the stepmother is very demanding. Doesn't make the stepdaughters do anything, makes Hilary Duff do everything. So yeah, she meets this guy online, and yeah, goes from there. It's Chad Michael Murray, one of my other favorite actors because he's cute or whatever. But yeah, definitely check that out, A Cinderella Story. I love the ending. But yeah, I don't want to give the movie away, obviously. But yeah, next one is The Roommate. I know probably a lot of people saw this. This is starring Leighton Meester and that other girl. I don't know her name. But yeah, Leighton Meester from Gossip Girl. So yeah, she plays like a crazy roommate in college. Very obsessive with the girl that she meets. Takes the room with her. And she just go nuts. Just killing all over the place. I don't know the backstory of why she was like that. I don't remember. But yeah, definitely check out The Roommate. That's like an old one. But it's a good movie. Definitely for sure. And last but not least, everybody's not gonna like this one. It's a series, but it's called Pawn Stars, not Porn Stars. Pawn Stars. And it's like a pawn shop, but it's like a very unique pawn shop out in Las Vegas. I'm sure y'all heard of it. It's on A&E. I watch weird stuff like that. So yeah, people go in like with all this weird like old artifacts, like the first dollar bill or something like that. And they come out with like tens of thousands of dollars. They'll have like a person that's schooled in that certain field, and they'll come and study it and say, okay, well, this is worth $50,000 at auction or something like that. You know how they talk. Come with like the first Chucky doll or something like that. But it's really interesting to see what they bring in and the history behind it. I like history stuff. I like the A&E channel. I like History Channel, weird stuff, aliens, paranormal. So yeah, I definitely like the show. I haven't watched it in a long time actually, but I definitely do like this. A lot of stuff that I wanted to put on this list, but they don't have it on Netflix, unfortunately. So I might do another video about Hulu, because I do have Hulu, and I might do like an Amazon Prime video. You have to pay for the Amazon Prime videos, unfortunately, and the Hulu subscription, obviously. But yeah, I did find a couple of good things, couple of good movies on there. I'm a big movie person. Like, I always go to the movie theater a lot. Unfortunately, I can't because of quarantine, so I gotta hit up Netflix, see what they got for free. But yeah, that was my list of my next top 10 shows and movies. Definitely check them out. Let me know if any of those was your favorite down below. And thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna see you guys in the next video.